My name is Oyele Michael.
My name is Obagbami Folashade Fadulas.
And my name is Boladale Temitope Mare, the founder and project lead of Inilaluju. As you would see, I wasn't part of the conversation, so I appointed myself an unsanctioned narrator. So let's start from the beginning. Sex ed maths. In Nigeria, about 64% of women with disabilities and 34% of men are vulnerable to sexual abuse. The key culprit? Lack of access to inclusive sexual and reproductive health information and services. Now, why should this subject be of any interest to you? Sexual and reproductive health is a public health issue and one of the key targets of the Sustainable Development Goal 3, good health and well-being. The National Commission for Persons Living with Disabilities tells us that there are about 35 million persons with disabilities across Nigeria. So here's the gist. If we want to make any significant progress on Goal 3, specifically on Target 7, we cannot exclude 35 million people, right? Not to be dramatic, but our dream of becoming a healthier nation is being endangered by a lack of inclusion. And that is why the curriculum project is making this issue your problem. So I guess, welcome to the conversation.
We're here to gist. We want to talk about things that we feel like we don't know enough about persons living with disabilities. And we want to talk about a controversial topic, so to speak, and it's really sex. And as we know, like society today, we don't like talking about it because we feel like it's a shameful thing. It's something that is meant to be hidden. And in that, it's like we're not having enough conversations about it as people generally. So there are cracks that even persons with disabilities have fallen because there are people that if you ask them today that do persons with disabilities, do they even have sex? How do they have children? They'll be looking at you like, what do you mean? They're just persons with disabilities now. What would they do? What do they want to do? What is their concern with it? Like they actually believe that they have no business talking about or having sex. What was the first time they thought about having sex?
The thought came during while I was watching a movie. I see the thing that they're doing that. Just like the options.
Okay.
My name is Falilas Folashade Obagbami. When I thought of having sex, when I see my friend having something like romance or something like that in front of me, so I was like,
So you were
me too, I need to do something like that. I need to feel like a woman. Do you understand?
Yes, I completely understand.
Hi, it's me again. In the course of this conversation, we're going to be establishing several things. So let's call this fact number 1. Persons with disabilities have sexual and reproductive health needs. The question then is, are these needs being met?
So, if I have it straight, the first time was you saw your friends and you thought, I would like I would like this, and then you were watching a movie and then you had the urge and you saw your brother and his friend performing acts that you did not know.
It's Nollywood.
Exactly. Prior to the time that you had the thought of having sex, did anybody tell you what it was about? Did they tell you, oh, this is what this is? You should stay away from it and things like that?
Yes, that was when my mom told me that you need to be careful with man and you need to have your pride. You need to keep yourself as a woman. So mother now just to keep their children safe.
Yes.
So at least when I see my friends do something and I was like my mom, I said no, I need to do something like this.
I understand.
Let's press pause for a minute. Fact number 2. Sexual and reproductive health information is hardly passed down properly, and most people just learn to wing it through interactions with their peers. But what if we could deliver fun and engaging sex education to adolescents living with disabilities? Would that help us become a healthier nation? The simple answer is yes.
Do you think that if you had gotten better information before you started having sex, it would have helped you make better decisions?
I want to answer your question. That there are some children, they are very sharp,
Mhm.
and parents at times we don't give our children to ask questions. At times, maybe let's use my mom for example. She give us all the time. At times, needs question, but there are some parents outside there. If you need to ask them question, they will say, "No, I don't have time. I have to go to work. I have to cater for you people." Do you understand? But there are these things that the children maybe they are doing to them outside, but they will not be able to
Talk
talk
about it.
about this, and they have friends outside that is doing something that is bad.
Do you think that living as a person with disability has impacted your sexual life? Like, do you think that maybe there are styles or there are things that you want to try out that you can't try out because you're a person living with disability?
No,
Not at all.
not at
Well, I think it's easy for her to say no because when I don't have to do the job,
She's at the receiving end.
yeah, can decide to pick her up and bring her down. So,
I have to do my part as well. That.
well, at the receiving end is good. For people like us, there are small challenges. You understand? Yeah, so that's
You can design your own style that will suit your status.
I think my friends study art.
That will suit your status and reach. And you fire down, and at the long run, we are all smiling.
Okay.
Smiling to the
There are some times that we'll be tired, that we are not going to be tired. Do you know
I
that?
say that the long run, we are all smiling to the hospital.
Okay, I think we also need to hear from you.
Yeah, from you that because we that are here now, you belong to a community.
Yeah.
You belong to another community.
Speaking of community, when are we going to have that conversation about our very ableist society as a collective? That conversation about poorly planned cities and buildings that keep physically impaired people away, to blatant discrimination in accessing housing, to limited educational and work opportunities for persons with disabilities. But let's not drift too far away from today's conversation. Let's go over to the other side.
Assurance. What do you think about educating persons with disabilities on sex? Like, what comes to your mind?
It's a normal thing.
It's a normal thing.
So like for human beings, when I'm talking about food, clothing, shelter, that's basic. Sex also is basic. Because for without sex, you won't have anything.
True.
So the question now is, who are you having it? Where are you having it? Are you comfortable with the person you're having it with? It's just that simple. So sex is something that should be taught across all boards. Disabled, non-disabled. Is how can I put it simply there? Is human.
What do you think about having a sexual relationship with a disabled person? Like, do you think you can have a fulfilling sexual relationship as a person without disability?
So funny thing about sex is that the mental leads to physical.
Okay.
So now if you're having sex with someone and you're not in the space with the person, it's not worth it. As a people were being born, the dice they were rolled was not really that fancy.
Yes.
So like because of the dice that were tossed from birth, they should not have certain privileges of life. No. It doesn't demean from you. It now depends on how you are going to hold it. Because there's this thing that, like, for every single person on earth, there's someone for you.
When we talked about having children, it just occurred to me that we never mentioned, like, how was the pregnancy journey? How was it like?
Listen to me, it's not that difficult. Maybe God know that because I'm physically challenged. But it's not that easy though. But actually, it's very with God. I can do what every person can do when I was pregnant. Very easy. Even though the inside we give birth, very easy. There's no operation, nothing like that. Very easy. This girl is so wonderful. Very beautiful girl.
Oh, that's so cute.
And
You might say I'm beautiful now.
Yes, now
It's very hard for you to see people with disability.
they don't have fine kids or they are not fine themselves.
But
They're always very beautiful.
that's me. Having a person with disability as well, someone like me, okay. She asks, how are you going to carry baby? And her tummy starts getting bigger, this and that. You just tell her, don't stress yourself. These are questions. This question you're asking me. She's asking me, even me, I don't know the answer. Because that is my first experience.
So you have to like model through.
So I just say, don't worry, everything that you don't ask the other.
it's even good for you to have good people around you.
Yes.
Supporting. Even though without disability, you need good people
To cancel you, to tell you what to do, what not to do.
For people like me, let me say it's grace. There are people who also who are physically challenged that they don't have the same opportunity that I have. Do you understand? And I'm using this medium to say that they can do anything. They can do it. I don't want them to limit themselves that okay, maybe because you are also living with disability.
So when
I mean, satisfy your man.
Cannot play them.
go after that person that you like.
Like,
Don't let
seriously.
anybody. The worst they can do is say no, I don't like you, and that's the end of it.
And you go your own way.
Exactly.
And we see
And you
better
see
man.
exactly.
So, and also to all those people that used to see persons with disability that are judging people based on their disability that this one that is disabled cannot be my boyfriend, cannot be my guest. Hey, I'll tell you, you don't know what you are missing. You are missing a lot. Because,
You're very strong.
Someone used to say there are some hidden words that are wrapped up in the world. So it's only when you open it
that you
that you
know.
Now you check it.
My advice is
Don't toss it up.
don't
Try it.
don't discriminate against persons with disability because of the physical status. Not naturally, we are handsome, we are beautiful.
There's
Natural.
ability in
And there is ability
disability.
in that aspect. In case you don't know, now you know.
They don't know.
Tell them.
You can't apply the
Tell them.
This was very nice having all of you sit for us, and we really, really appreciate it. I was able to learn this thing, so I know that okay, the fact that I'm able-bodied and I have a crush on a person that is living with disability does not mean that I cannot take him home to my mommy and my daddy.
Oh my god.
Daddy, this is the person I want because everything is going to be functioning now.
Follow your happiness. Glory be to God.
Thank you for being a part of the curriculum project. Please like and share this video to keep the conversation going.